Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. Today we are here to do some more work in our What's in the Box journals, and as per usual, we're going to go ahead and get started with the art journals. So, for this one, I kind of was feeling like a floral vibe because of the page that's on the right hand side. So to get started, what I'm going to do is just kick this yellow and white stripe design a little bit more into the background. And to do that, I just want to put a little bit of gesso on it just to kind of mute it down a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of gesso on this page here as well because this is just regular copy paper that I threw in the journal. So it's thinner, much thinner than the scrapbook paper, so I just wanted to get a layer of gesso on there. What's in this box? Stickers. So the first thing that I found were these rub-ons, and they went really nicely with this paper that's on the right hand side. So I want to use these rub-ons and just get those used up. So I'm going to use a little bit of complementary acrylic paints in like pink and blue, just to kind of complement the two pages, the two sides, and tie them in together a little bit better. No real method to this, but I just want to kind of place these rub-ons scattered around through all of these little pages that I have prepped here. And it came with this little popsicle stick. That's how you rub the stickers onto the page. So nothing earth shattering here. So I'm just going to take some time and get these rub-ons spread out. Now, I think to blend these stickers into the actual page that we have set up here a little bit better, I want to use some of this gesso to kind of blend it in and make it more seamless and seem like it's actually part of the page instead of the stickers sitting on top of the background that we just did. So I'm just going to take my finger and some of this gesso really lightly and kind of meld these stickers into the background pages that we've prepared. I was watching Robin Dudley and she was doing some really cool paintings on book pages, and I was like, oh, I really want to try that. So what I have here is a book page, and I'm going to just tear this down a little bit. I did put a little bit of glue in the center so they won't slip apart, but I did want, to fold this in half so it was a little bit more sturdy. And after I'm just wanting to, test it out on the page to see how the little torn out piece that we tore is going to fit on the page. And then once I'm happy with how that's going to look, I'm going to push the words back on this book page a little bit with some gesso. And then I want to paint just like a really kind of simple, sort of very easy to paint rosette on there, but I need to let it dry first. So in the meantime, I'm going to add a little bit of vintage photo around the perimeter of our background here because the scrapbook paper on the right hand side is a little bit on the grungy side, sort of. I mean, in person it does look like it a little. So to match that, I'm just adding a little distress ink around the edges. Well, I set the rosette aside to dry. So in the meantime, I want to do a little bit of a sentiment here on the back side of the copy paper page. So I'm just going to write flowers for my baby because that's what popped into my head when I was inspired by this particular spread. So writing that out in blue, and then I'm just adding a little bit of green to highlight that in certain areas. And now the rosette is dry, so let's glue it down. I found this cool old photo in my stash, and I really want to add this because it looks like the gentleman is holding something in his hand, and in my mind I want it to be a bundle of flowers for his baby. So this is the image that I've chosen, and we are going to add it down on this scrapbook paper here. And I'm going in with a tiny attacher just to make sure it stays in place because I just used some glue stick on the back. So that's it for this spread. So now let's move into the quote book. We're going to keep it really simple for the quote page today. I was inspired by the hearts that are on the page to the right of where I'm writing currently. And I thought that having a quote that had something to do with love would be fitting. So the quote that I have chosen is by Martin Luther King Jr. and I love it. So nice, quick, and simple page spread here for the journal book, the quote book. And that's it. Are you ready to doodle? Good, so am I. So I was watching a tutorial on YouTube, and I don't really know how to say the name, but I'll put it on the screen, and I will link her channel in the description box below. I thought that this would be really fun because she actually shows you how to draw a girl holding an umbrella. So that's what we're going to be drawing today, and I only watched the video once. And I'm doing my rendition of her drawing that she shows you how to do from my mind. So it's pretty much similar to hers, but I just wanted to change like a few things here and there just to make it a little bit more like, you know, to my style and not just an exact replica of what she did. So I will definitely link her. Don't try to learn it from me because I'm not a professional, but she is, and she does a great job of showing you, you know, each individual step and how to break it down. So check out her video, but this is going to be my gal here. And I realized I need to get an eraser because I don't have an eraser. So that might be helpful for like when I'm doing sketches with like the pencil. So note to self. I'm super happy with how this has turned out and very grateful for the tutorial that shows you how to do this because I think it's actually a good exercise in how you can get better with your doodles and stuff. So I definitely want to do more like this in the future. Definitely looking forward to that. So this is my gal for the doodle. So let's move in to the collage book. what I want to do right now is collage on the left hand side and just kind of save the other side of the page on the right for next time. I found this cool piece of fabric. It was a piece of fabric from a recent project that I used or that I made, and this is going to be the base of my collage. So I want to pick out some pieces, like I have some decoupage paper here, and I do want to find something that kind of matches and goes along nicely with the papers that I have here. So I'm happy with this one, so I'm just going to tear a little piece, and I'm not being too precious about how, oh, how's it torn or this or that, you know. I just kind of going with the flow, and then with the pieces that I end up with, I'm going to try and puzzle them together for a collage. Once I have all my pieces in place, how I like them, I'm just going to pinch them down and add a little bit of glue so that they do not slip around when I take them over to my machine and stitch around the perimeter of all this focal image and other stuff we have layered in here, and then just glue it down to my page, and that's going to be our collage page. I think that you guys are really enjoying this series based on the comments that you have left, and thank you so much for your feedback. It definitely lets me know that I should continue to make these and that you guys are enjoying the content and the format that they are coming in. And I know these are not conventional journals, like just writing in your journals, but these are different ways and ideas that you can actually use your own junk journals, especially if you're not much of a writer. So let me know which one was your favorite today, the collage, the quote, the doodle, or the art. Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.